corn and cotton are both important crops for Arkansas growers. Corn has really come on the last few years as farmers have transitioned away from crops, primarily cotton. We used to grow about over 1 million acres of cotton in Arkansas. That fell to a low of just a few 100,000 acres. A couple of years ago, cotton acres have come back a little bit this year with prices being higher than what they have been the last few years. So we're expected to have about 500,000 acres of cotton this year, 600,000 acres of corn in Arkansas. Both the corn crop got hit, as many of you saw, the flooding. That acreage is likely to go down because of the flooding here in Arkansas, but nationwide, corn acres are also down. They're down about 4.3 million acres. That's going to lead to production declines in corn of about 1.1 billion bushels. Now, while that sounds like a huge decline in corn production, we had a huge stock build last year, sent corn stocks up over 2 billion bushels to 2.3 billion bushels. 2 billion bushels is considered plenty of corn in the U.S. Now, while we're going to have that slight decline this year, we're also going to have some declines in demand. Primarily, the export market is fading off a little bit, is expected to fade off a little bit this year, and U.S. corn stocks are still going to remain well over that 2 billion bushel level, which is going to remain a weight on these corn prices. We're starting to see, with USDA yesterday reported about 3/4 of the corn crop is planted. It's all been off to a good start, while some of the southeastern United States has seen flooding problems. The Midwest has been able to get a lot of corn in the ground quickly. They've had some frost problems, but there's not a lot of expectation that's going to have a big impact on the corn crop later in the year. As far as cotton goes, we're going to have over 2 million acres more of cotton in the United States. Arkansas is up a couple 100,000 acres this year, but nationwide about 2 million acre increase. That's going to lead to about the production of almost 2 million more bales of cotton. On the demand side, demand's going to slow down just a little bit, down about 400,000 bales from what it was this last year. So the vast majority of that cotton that we're going to produce is likely going to go into stocks now. Right now, cotton continues to hold because you've got the biggest buyer of cotton in the world, which is China. They're going to see over a 10 million bale decline in what their stocks are. They're starting to draw those down. They've been very burdensome on the global market for the last few years, and as demand in China increases, it's helping to support these cotton prices. That's what's led to a lot of the rally that we've seen recently in these cotton prices. Hopefully the cotton market can continue to hold. So corn prices here in Arkansas, producers are seeing some of the lowest levels that they've seen over the last few years for corn, but with irrigation and things like that we have, we can produce a good quality corn crop, and much of our corn, almost 2/3 of it's going to feed the poultry industry, the largest industry in Arkansas, which is poultry. Those corn farmers here are growing that corn to go feed those animals. So we have a good market here. I think corn farmers are going to be able to continue to supply that market, but it's just going to be a difficult year, and it's going to be a challenge to see how much of this corn actually was able to survive the flood, and we'll know more about that in the coming weeks. Thank you.